Salute, salute. This is HadukenSharon, and we are back with another show.
Salute.
Oh, and my bad. Oh, I have my audio on my thing. We are back with another show tonight. My bad. Quality bugged out. But salute to everyone. Hope everyone is having a blessed Friday so far. I know I'm happy, 100%. I know a lot of Knicks fans happy. Um, you know, we're gonna get into it, but of course we're gonna have to talk about the Mavs game. Um, gonna talk about the next games coming up, all that good stuff, and then we're gonna talk about trades and a trade that actually happened. So, shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone that's gonna watch in the replay. Appreciate you guys as well. I'm gonna be making up a video as well with trade rumors around the league pretty soon as well. So make sure to check that out later on. But let me shout out some people in the chat. And if you are watching, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. We are 4 subs away from hitting 300. I greatly appreciate you guys. And even on the replay or after the show, if you're watching it live, make sure to drop a comment for the algorithm. It helps out a lot. So yeah, shout out to Andrew K in the chat. Sincere the Genius says Hadouken. We got our guy. Yes, we did get our guy. Will Salk and salute. As you can see, I'm cheesing right now. I'm happy. Cause as you saw in the thumbnail, which I think the thumbnail was fire. Shout out to the New York Knicks because they made that quick Photoshop. But Cam Reddish is now a New York Knick. Yeah, I'm happy about that. But we're gonna have some people joining up later. But I'm gonna show this game real quick that we played. Was it on Wednesday? Yeah, it was on Wednesday. The New York Knicks went up against the Dallas Mavericks, and we played them, and we beat them by 23 points. They didn't have Porzingis because of protocols, but their team was basically healthy other than him. And it's just protocols. You can't do anything about it at all. Shout out to my guys, C-Mac in the chat. Cam Reddish is my son, Hadouken. I got first dibs. Stop. I've been saying it for over a year now. I don't want to hear anyone say that. Justin L, Julian Blum, salute. And I know most of you guys in this chat watched that video because I'm gonna check right now. But you guys know that I did a trade rumor mill. I think a month and a half ago, and I mentioned the same exact trade, basically, that occurred. Let me go back to it. The trade rumor mill, it basically has 1,000 views. It was a month ago, and I mentioned Kevin Knox and a first round pick. The Charlotte first round pick for I could actually show it to you guys right now because it's gonna be easy to show. Let me add it real quick as a look. I literally, my bad. Nah, that's funny. I actually did show it, but it's right over here. But first of all, salute to the Streets Are Buzzing CT. Make sure to check out his show out. Everyone freaking out in the chat. Vision, salute. You're a legend in the making. I appreciate you guys 100%. Duke, I know you were on it for a while. Yeah, I talked about it on Twitter chats and all that stuff a while ago, but I want to show you guys how I really showed this before. I'm gonna go on the tab real quick. You'll see it here. But yeah, I'm obviously happy. We're gonna go over some press conference after about Tibbs talking about it, as well as RJ talking about it as well. There's a lot to break down in there and talk about regarding the franchise. I think this was a really great move. I'm gonna talk about it in the deeper extent later on, but I want to show you guys my trade. Obviously, I didn't think the Solomon Hill part. That's the only thing that's not in there. But as you can see from what I'm about to show you, and I'm glad too, because this video actually got out there. It got out there. But right over here, as you guys can see, this trade, this is December 13th. Let me see if it's showing here. Yeah, it is showing here. It was December 13th, as you can see. Let me full screen it because it looks funny. Let me full screen. As you can see, I have the trade over here. I made a video. I said Cam Reddish, Kevin Knox, and the Charlotte Hornets first round pick. That's basically the trade we did, except on On the side of Cam Reddish, we also got Solomon Hill, and we got 900K and a trade exception. The other side is exactly the same that happened. So you get the gist of this. Let me close this off real quick because we don't need that because we got to go to this. But yeah, I've been on this side for a while now. Let me shout some people out in the chat. Look at the comments. Salute to Be Civilized, my guy. He says salute to Duke and the family. What's good? You legend in the making, Duke. I know you were in on it for a while. Good times. I've been saying that since that RJ draft. I wanted him over RJ, Paul George Jr. RJ is still to me, no matter what, he's a better player than Cam. But I think him and Cam are gonna be really good together, no matter what. I think they could be a really good version of a double combo wing that could both play defense and have an offensive bag. That's why I'm excited. Um, Shout out to Geraldine. He says salute, HadukenSharon, salute. Shout out to the chat as well. He said we got 2-3 of the amigos of the 3 amigos. We got 2 out of 3 of the 3 musketeers as well. 2 down, 1 to go. Props, Duke. Yeah, I appreciate it. The coolest salute. Make sure to smash that like button. Share if you haven't already. This is another thing. He said he's Paul George's youngest son. No cap, you've been wanting Cam for a year now. Yeah, I've been wanting Cam for a while now. You guys all know this. I've been wanting Cam for a minute now, and I'm really happy that we were able to get him. And just like I said, you guys know I said this last stream. I said this. I told Chuck Allen, I told Cully, if you're going to do a Cam Reddish trade, do it right away because you can get time to adjust. And we're gonna talk about it a little later, but there are some complications right now. The trade is complete. There are some things we got to go through within the team to make space for our Cam Reddish. Sorry, my bad. I'm out right now. Sorry. Yeah, my guy. Said salute to Davon Fisher. He said like and subscribe. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Let's get those likes up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys show mad love. No Life Pie, you got to look at the RJ Barrett practice interview. I am going to put that up later. For now, let me go over the Mavs real quick. Then we'll get into the juicy stuff because there is a lot to take from this Mavs game. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm about to talk about. But let's get right into it. Knicks win by 23 points, led by your very own RJ Barrett for a back-to-back 30-point game. He beats out Kristaps Porzingis for the youngest Knick record with back-to-back 30-point games. You know, the unspoken. He had 31, and then he had 32. He had the 31 against the Spurs. And he shot amazing from the field again. But let's wait till we get up to him. Let's go over the Mavs real quick. Dorian Finney-Smith, 2 for 8, 0 for 4 from 3. He was minus 29. He didn't really have the best game at all, as you can see. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, nothing crazy. Maxi Kleber, not the best game at all whatsoever. Again, we kind of blew them out. Dwight Powell didn't really do much. Jalen Brunson, who we're going to talk about a little more later because there's some news coming out with him regarding the trade market and all that. 6 for 12, 1 for 3. I know a lot of Knicks fans love him. 14, 7, and 6. He had a pretty solid game. He played 40 minutes, though, which I didn't even realize. But Luka Doncic, 8 for 23, 1 for 9 from 3, 4 or 6 from the free throw line. He had 21 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, but he has 6 turnovers. And RJ did a pretty good job guarding him. I think he was 2 for 8 when RJ was guarding him. So RJ did a pretty good job against him. Grimes did a pretty good job on defense overall as well. We'll get to him later. There's a video about him as well that Tibbs was talking about him. Tim Hardaway Jr., old Nick, 5 for 11, 1 for 7 for 3. He had a trash game. He's usually off and on all the time. That's just how he is. Last year, he could not miss any shot at all. He was shooting a really good percentage, but this year so far, he's been really mid. Reggie Bullock, our very own Reggie Bullock, 1 for 4 from the three-point line. This is a classic Reggie Bullock type of game in 20 minutes. He didn't really do much, but he was a positive, I guess. He was the only positive basically on the team. Moses Brown, nothing. Josh Green, nothing. Marquise Chris, 6 points. Sterling Brown, 5 points. Frankie Smokes hit, I think, a mid-range shot. That's all he had. And Theo Pinson. This is the Mavs Knicks. Of course, you guys know this. Let me see what people are saying in the chat. Cam is out. Let's get those likes up. He says CT salute. Let's see what else. So I'm glad we got rid of all the. That's fine. All right, yeah, yeah, me too, me too. To be honest, R.J. Barrett, 41 minutes, 13 for 22 from the field, which is beautiful. Basically 60%. 4-7 for three. Oh, that's just good to see. He was 2 for 2 from the line. He had 32 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. Um, an amazing game by RJ again, carrying team once again. Julius Randle, 6 of 17. He didn't shoot the best this game, but I love the way he was playmaking. He was looking for other guys. Like I've been saying, Randle has done a good job since coming back from protocols, looking for RJ and kind of deferring to him really well and taking on that playmaking role at the same time. Um, 17, 12, and 8, 5 turnovers. His turnovers are always going to be high because he does the right plays, but sometimes he overthinks and just has bad turnovers. But that is what it is. Mitchell Robinson has his season high in points, 19 points, and he had 10 rebounds, along with 1 steal, 2 blocks, and a turnover. 101 from the line, 9 of 10 from the field, which is 90%, which is great. Alec Burks, once again, didn't have a good offensive game. He seems like he's only had one good offensive game in the last 8 games. 2 for 9, 2 or 3 from 3, 4 or 4 from the stripe. But he did have 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. That's basically it. Nerlens Noel, first game back. His first shot, he came in and he got blocked badly. But he was 2 for 4. He shot a 3-pointer, which I don't even remember. 6 rebounds, 4 points, steal, and 2 blocks. Manuel quickly, horrible offensive game. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 points. He didn't really do anything crazy this game. Quentin Grimes. I know Grimes Hive is alive in the chat. There's a lot of people that love him. 3 of 6 from 3. Finally, he's had a good shooting night. 3 of 6 from the 3. I love his energy on the defensive end as well, and his passing has been pretty nice as well at times. 9 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and only 1 turnover. The other guys didn't really play. This is the last game that Kevin Knox played, and he played 1 minute and 13 seconds. 0 for 1 from 3. Sad times. But as we go away from that, let's look at the game charts real quick. As you can see, our highest lead was 25. Theirs was 1. We basically led the whole entire game. There wasn't that many lead changes whatsoever. Let's see what people said. Salute to Eric Surreal. That's my guy. He said, hello, best analysis of all time. Typical Reggie Bullock game, 20 minutes, and he didn't really do anything. Quote of the year. Salute. Real King, what's good, my guy? Shout out to Ford Trade. That's my guy, too. Chill dude right there. RJ is healthy. Yes, RJ is healthy. I've been telling you guys this. Once he gets healthy, it's done. It's clipped. It's done. IQ got an early foul trouble on those switches with Doncic. It was a good lesson for him. Yeah, he kind of got the treatment when Karis LeVert was doing that to RJ. Not this Pacers game. I think it was the first one. He was doing that for the floaters, and RJ kept getting fouled. So it was one of those things. If you're not subscribed, please do. Let's get Duke to the first of many milestones. Yeah, I appreciate you 100%. Juju92, what's good, my guy? Salute. Yeah, we're 4 away. We're definitely going to hit it. I'm not too worried about it. But I appreciate it. I usually get more when I post videos, so I got to get more into the videos. But I haven't had too much. Actually, I do have time. But let me just read these box scores real quick. And then we'll continue on to the trade talk. We obviously won by 23 points. But as you can see, this is a big thing for our team the last 2 games. We out-rebounded them by 15, which is amazing because they didn't have Porzingis, so that's like 10 boards right there. And look at our assists, back-to-back games where we have 23 and 24 assists. That's perfect to see. That's why you guys hear me bring this up all the time. I always put a lot of light on the assists for our team because there's a lot of ball movement. Sometimes they don't make shots. Sometimes they overpass. But I think we're a team that could easily average 22-plus assists, 23-plus assists every single game. And if they continue this trend, it's just going to look perfect for us. Shout out to Randall. He had 8 assists this game. Steals, basically the same. Blocks, I'm never too worried about those stats. They don't really matter as much because they're usually about the same. Turnovers, the thing I love a lot from the team, I guess, in an aspect this season is our turnovers are usually low. Like, you barely see it above 15, and you see it a lot below like 12, 13. We don't really average that many. I actually have to check it out. Um, but as you can see, a big reason for our win is they only shot 41% from the field. We shot 47%. They shot a gruesome 21.6% from three, and we shot 44.4. And our free throws are starting to get better as well, because before the last few games, the last 2 weeks before that, our free throws were horrible. They were just not good whatsoever. Points in the paint, we outscored them by 12. Second chance points by 1, and then they beat us by 1. But that wasn't as crazy because we're starting to get better in the fast break. We're getting a good amount of second chance points as well. I'm pretty sure during the Spurs game we got a lot. So it's looking good. As you can see, Luka only had 21 points. RJ had 32. Luka and Randall are leading in rebounds. Jalen Brunson and Randall in assists. Then Dwight Powell and Nerlens Noel on the blocks, the block end. Said, let me see. Salute Duke. Pudge Nice was good. Salute Duke. You're gonna be the leader of the 300. We are Knicks Spartans. Did you see how happy RJ was? Yeah, I saw how happy RJ was. It made me smile too. RJ was in the practice interview today. Solomon Hill been passed around more than Rachel Nichols. No, that's funny. I won the 300 today. I'll make it happen. Our defensive effort was really great from the team perspective. I agree. I'm pretty sure I seen the stat on Twitter that said that since January 1st, the Knicks have had the number 1 defense in the league. That's what I have seen. And it makes sense because we've been keeping our opponents to less than 100 for most of the time. So it definitely makes a lot of sense. I'm actually about to hide this real quick for a second, and I'm going to pull up the interview real quick. Let me see. Where's this interview? I don't know if I could play it through the YouTube. I think I could do it through the Twitter one, but you guys will let me know if you see it when I put it up right now. But I think the best one was from the Knicks film school that they dropped, because they had like the full on one right here. Oh, let me see this. My bad. I'm trying to find. Oh yeah, I found it. So let me unmute this. Unmute. All right, you guys should be able to hear once I show the screen back up. All right, it's right here. You guys let me know if you hear when I play it.
I think he'll do well here. I think I'll have a chance to, be a great piece to this team. So, we're excited to have him.
Why don't you give me a little scouting report? You know him as well as anybody.
He's 6'8". He's very skilled. He can shoot the ball. He can finish with both hands. Plays great defense. So, you're getting a good talented player.
Did management come to you at all to talk to you, like ask about your opinion before the trade happened?
For sure. Ask a couple questions, and like I said, play with him at Duke. He's very talented, very skilled. I think he'd be a great piece to our team.
Have you heard from any of the Duke teammates or guys from Duke since the trade went down?
We'll keep that in-house. I think he'll do well here. I think I'll have a chance.
All right, as you saw that, that's one of the videos, but see over here is Cam Reddish. He's already here. There was another one with Tibbs. Actually, no, I don't think they have the other one with Tibbs. Oh yeah, they do. Right here, this is another one about the rotation.
We'll see. Like the right now we have left Kemba and Derek out. So when they come back, that adds more to the mix, and so you're more than likely taking somebody out, and that's before even thinking about adding anyone else. There is, the rotation is, no one's playing 10, 11, 12 guys, that's for sure. So.
All right, that one was kind of low. I don't know why that was low at all. But as you saw, he was talking about the rotation right there. Yeah, that's basically. Let me close this real quick. But you guys saw RJ is happy right there. Shout out to my guy Stephen Fox in the chat. Make sure to check out Sports Vibes TV. I don't really have anything to put up on the screen. I'm gonna just leave my StreamYard open right here because nobody has joined there. I think someone's gonna join. I need to see. In the big Ethan. Yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna drop it in the chat too in case someone joins. But we're gonna talk about the game real quick, some breakdown. Then we're gonna talk about the trade and some trade stuff that I have heard recently because there was a decent amount that came out today. That's gonna continue to come around in the league. Here, the point guard salute Foxy. They said I never saw RJ smile so much ever. Me neither. He was cheesing crazy. It was funny. Audio is all good. Okay, I want that. Okay, wait. He said, "Keep Solomon. We need goons." The funny thing about Solomon Hill is I know someone on Twitter that I follow for the Knicks stuff, and we go back and forth. On a Twitter thread for the Knicks, and he replied to Solomon Hill like a year ago or like months ago, and he was like, "The Knicks haven't been relevant in this long. They haven't made the playoffs. They're not really important. Nobody wants to come here." That's what Solomon Hill was saying. And now Solomon Hill is on the Knicks, so it's kind of funny. But he's out for the whole year. No matter what, I guess he's gonna have a good veteran presence. I think he's one of those types of guys. I've heard he's a good locker room guy, so that could be something else. And he's a gritty guy as well. But I don't expect him to play an actual game for the Knicks. Like I don't think he's gonna be here by next year because, next season because I think he's gonna be unrestricted free agent. His contract is over after this. Can't believe Leon got Solomon in a third rounder with Cam. RJ Soup. If we keep Solomon, who are we getting rid of? We already let Ryan Arcidiacono. I think I pronounced it wrong. I remember he used to play, but we already waived him. He was on a 10-day, so all our spots are fine now. Grimes is in good terms. The minutes is coming from Fournier. I'm gonna talk about the minutes situation too because I'm gonna be honest. Some people might be unhappy, but some people Cam is gonna get minutes from a certain number of players, and it's gonna add up. Do you remember last season when Solomon Hill tried to find Noah? Yes, I do remember that. Cam gonna want to get paid next season, and we should pay him. Yeah, all this stuff is we're about to get into that as well. Hit the likes, how I watched this morning. Yeah, Fox said the same thing. They are fans. He will be waived. He's probably gonna be waived towards the end, but the thing I want to talk about with this game is that you look at this game, you look at the past few games, especially this month, you look at the way we're operating on offense, and it has looked like RJ is getting more of like the touches. Like he's getting more of the touches on offense. They're starting to run it more with him, and that's an amazing thing to see, in my opinion, because look at RJ with the ball, on the ball, in his hands. This is a thing you guys know I've been asking for so long. I've been asking for this since he's been a rookie. Put the ball in his hands. Let him run the offense at times because it opens up more for him. It opens up more for others, and at the same time, let him develop. He's a playmaker. He can play make. Just look at the passes he gets to the outside. Those passes he gets into the inside. Of course, his assists aren't crazy up because he's making good passes. People aren't making shots. That's kind of what we say when Randall is passing it to someone and he has a lot of potential assists. RJ has a general versatility with a lot of potential assists and just doesn't happen. But you see RJ getting more confident, and he said this on his own before because he had the sickness for a few weeks. And he wasn't able to practice as much, like Tibbs alluded to. He wasn't able, and shout out to Tibbs because Tibbs saying that RJ couldn't practice put another fire into him, which I appreciate Tibbs for because Tibbs is that type of coach who knows his players and he knows how to deal with them. He knows that RJ is gonna come back. He's gonna put in all the work he can when he's healthy. Twice as much work because the Tibbs after that game he talked about how RJ now is practicing a lot more. He's able to practice more, and he's coming back at nights every single time to practice, and it's just showing in the games. Look at RJ with the ball in his hand more. Versus the Spurs, especially the Pacers, the Mavs. RJ is not like I talked about this on Guillermo's show too with Coach, because Coach made a great point as well. Coach Colorblocks, shout out to Coach Colorblocks. This isn't a hot streak. This isn't one of those where RJ is just making all his shots. RJ is showing every single thing in his bag. He's showing new things in his bag every single game. He's showing some wiggle. He's showing tough finishes, and he's actually taking in contact. He's getting some calls now. He's been starting to get more calls as he's been more on the ball. You're seeing RJ. How many times have I talked about RJ in that mid range? Take mid ranges every single game. Now RJ is starting to take 2-3 mid ranges every single game these last few games, and it's looking nicer and nicer every time. It's just amazing to see. And then you see RJ's one-on-one game. He's starting to get better at it. And this is the next step for him is to get a better dribble, because his dribble right now is obviously not perfect, but his dribble is getting better. And you see him go into the post, and he's starting to do post fades, and he's making them. He's making his floaters. He's getting and ones. He's getting his mid ranges. He's shooting off the dribble threes, step back mid ranges, step back threes. This is the evolution of RJ Barrett. And this is something that's very important for the team, for the future success, for the current success of the Knicks. RJ needs to take that next step. And if he can keep it consistent like he has, because RJ in the last 7 games or 6 games is averaging 25 points basically on over 40% from 3, on over 40% from the field, over 47% from the field. His free throw is starting to get better from what it was, because he's kind of off and on with his free throw, but RJ is really starting to show that number 3rd overall pick RJ from Duke that's more improved with his jump shot, because in his jump shot has been back the last 6-7 games. He's been shooting more confident. It looks more pure, and he's healthy now. You can't you come back from having an illness for a few weeks where you had to miss games and play through. Then you go into protocols with Vid, and now he's finally healthy. So I'm very excited, and I think Tibbs can see it. Tibbs is putting the ball more in his hand. Randall is starting to respect it. Shout out to Randall too, because Randall is doing a good job in deferring. This is the first time ever since them playing together. These last few weeks, the first time I've seen Randall defer this much to RJ, and it doesn't look like he's upset about it either. That's the best part. He doesn't, and it's just working well. If Randall can be more of a guy who playmakes, and then he thinks about getting his shot, so RJ can do what he does, and maybe they're giving him the keys right now. They're realizing it. It will be a really great thing to happen. But yeah, that's my little rant about it. I'm going to talk more about the other plays. Let me see what you guys said. He said, how much should we pay Cam? The fact that we have contracts too. Shout out to Coach. Yeah, shout out to Coach. Salute to D'Angelo in the chat. Poor Obi looking like the odd man out. I believe if we many individual development with system development and fit that with Cam, he can really have an impact here. Hopefully Tibbs can deal with whatever the problems were. Soft schedule coming up. We got to capitalize. So, our schedule, we're going to talk about it, but up to the All-Star break, all these games are mainly with below 500 guys, but we are about to phase the Hawks tomorrow. Then we miss a day and a half after. I think we play the Hornets, and then we have a back-to-back, which I'm actually going to the game versus the Wolves. On Tuesday. So we have Monday and Tuesday back-to-back. The game on Monday is at 1 o'clock versus the Hornets. The one on Tuesday is at 7:30. Going to be at that game. These are teams that have a lot of talent. The Hornets and the Wolves both have a lot of talent. The Hawks do as well. So even though they are below 500, these are going to be tough matches. I don't know if you guys know this in the chat, because I know you said this is the softest part of our schedule right now. We have the 3rd hardest schedule in the league right now. I'm pretty sure the Lakers have number 1. We're at 3. I don't know who's at 2. I don't care about the other teams right now, but we are number 3. Look at the schedule after January 23rd. I'm going to show it in a little bit as well. I'll actually pull it up right now. After January 23rd, the schedule is very, very difficult. And you can even take it from now until then, because these teams, like I said, the Hawks, the Hornets, the Wolves, they have a lot of talent that you can't look at them lightly at all. We're not one of those teams that we can just look at a team and say that, oh, this is an easy win. We gotta 100% beat this team. That's not gonna happen. That's just not how it is. And we really got to take these teams with caution and get as many wins as we can, because January 23rd hits, all those games are gonna be contenders and just really high seeded teams in the East and the West. It's gonna be tough, but shout out to my guy Ethan. I'm gonna take a sip of water real quick. But what's good, Ethan?
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm chilling. I just talked about the Mavs game and about the offense running through RJ so far, and it looks like he's getting the ball a little bit more. And I feel like I was giving credit to Tibbs for calling him out before. He was sick, and also just him saying that he couldn't go to the gym a lot. And Tibbs saying, well, RJ's not practicing as much, so it's really difficult. It was difficult for him, whatever, to make his shots. And then he came back, responded. And now I think Tibbs is trusting him a lot more, putting the ball in his hand. And I credit Randall as well, because Randall is starting to defer a lot more than he has ever in his career in the New York Knicks with RJ. And RJ has been showing a lot more of his bag. You agree, right? He's been showing a lot more of his bag in these last few games with the ball in his hand.
Agreed, he has, but again, it's against limited perimeter defenders. I say it, and I'll say it again. RJ has to do it again. He has to have, for him to officially become the guy here, he has to do it for 20 to 25 games. Then we can talk about, all right, this isn't just like some 1 week thing or like some 10-game thing, because those things happen all the time. It has to be a 20 to 25 game stretch of him taking over games offensively and him being a ball dominant scoring card and facilitator to a degree, because I think he did one of the most underrated things he did in Dallas, because he did a great job facilitating the teammates just didn't cash in on the shots he got for him, but it was one of those things. But again, I'll say it, he has to do it again.
Okay. Well, yeah, let me see. Some people popped up in the chat. Oh, wait, I have a chat open right here. I could just look at it. Salute to CP the artist. CP the artist says salute to the chat. He said, my birthday is tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to the game. Happy early birthday to you. And I don't know how the tickets are. They're probably pretty decent price. You should probably go if you really want to. But happy birthday to him. Everybody wish him a happy early birthday in the chat. Shout out to my guy Cully. He's in the chat as well. Also someone else new in here. Green Goblin was good. Salute. What's Jalen Brunson's height? Dude looks small. Is he like 5'11" or 6'1"?
He's 6 foot.
Oh, 6 foot. All right, yeah, he's 6 foot then. But shout out to everyone in the chat right now. We got about 40 people in here. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And please turn that notification bell on to everything so you can get all the notifications. Gonna be releasing a video real soon as well. Stephen Fox said that he's 6'1" actually. Interesting. I actually did not know that, but
he looks like he's 6 foot.
Salute to my guy Ethan Thibodeau. Ethan Thibodeau. Okay. How did you feel about the Mavs game, real quick, and then we'll go to the trade talk, because I haven't talked about it. Salute to Worldwide L, by the way, and Knicks Nation 112. I actually just missed you, Knicks Nation. My bad. He says a shout out to everyone in the chat and the panel. Yeah, shout out to you as well, and shout out to Worldwide L as well. Make sure to check out For the Love of the Game. They're on multiple times a week. Make sure to check that out with Hard Will, Hector, and obviously Worldwide L. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't really know how to judge it for like the Mavs game, because I just think that they just did a bad job. Like Luka, that's one of the worst games that Luka's gonna have shooting wise, because he usually cashes in. He's not a great shooter, but he still cashes in on more attempts. I thought our perimeter defense in that game was actually really good. I liked Grimes, Randall. I think we played a good overall team game, but again, it's just one of those things. Like if KP was there, he's gonna be a matchup nightmare for us. I don't think that Mitch does what he does if KP's there. Even though KP plays out on the perimeter the most, KP's still going to be there in some boxing possessions, and they do run him as mobile 5 sometimes.
So
It's just, yeah.
I got a question for you. So is there anything that has surprised you from these last few games? Like, do you think we're gonna see some sort of consistency moving on, or do you just think this is like
I
the
think
light games?
see
Or
some consistent. I
go
think that
ahead.
we're going to see some consistency moving forward, but I just don't think that it's anything like new. I just think that we've actually been cashing in on our attempts and playing better perimeter defense. I don't really think that we've made any big changes, especially schematically. We're running the same thing. It's just that we're actually cashing in on some plays. RJ's taking over against these small guards. And then Randall's actually playing within the flow of the offense, and he's setting better screens and he's cutting more. So
Okay. They said Grimes is off the table. I will say, because I forgot to mention this. The Hawks did ask for Quentin Grimes instead of Kevin Knox in the trade, but Leon said no, and they ended up taking Kevin Knox, which I'm fine with because I do think it was better to give Kevin Knox than Quentin Grimes at this moment of his career. I just think it was good for Kevin Knox to just get in this scenery. To be honest, it didn't really matter. To me, this kid sounds disappointed that we are winning these games, LMAO. This dude Ethan probably just woke up. This dude always takes naps at this time.
nah, I actually just did.
Yo, you did? Yeah, you see? This dude always is. I already know because every time I'll be having a show, sometimes this dude be like, oh, my bad. I'm asleep at this time. Shout out to my guy Black University in the chat. Salute. Big Mike, salute. Toonie Music, salute. If you haven't already, just like Sincere the Genius said, like, comment after the show, subscribe, share if you haven't already, and turn that notification bell on. How many people we still got 40 people in here rocking with us, but we are about to hit 300 subs. Ethan always sounds like that, LOL. Yeah, that's funny. Let me see. Knicks Nation said something I wanted to read. He said, Hadouken went to the game on Wednesday. Knox knew he was going to get traded. He was overly cheerful on the layup line. The team is pivot. It is now RJ team. They call him Star J at the Garden, Mitch and RJ. Appreciate the comment. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say it's RJ's team, and I don't think it's more of a thing saying RJ is better than Randall right now. It's more of a sense where it looks like the team is moving more into RJ as being one of those primary scorers for the team and primary facilitators in a way to have the ball in his hand for the offense. It has looked pretty good. I'm hoping he continues to do this. I actually think we're going to see consistency from him, which we have for the last 7-8 games, which I'm really happy about. So, hopefully that continues. My dog is barking. My bad for that. See what else they said. CP the artist said I'm 6'6". Yeah, that dude is tall. I also love Cam because we share a B-Day. Virgo, baby. Okay. It's Grimes time. They know what's up. I will say this about Grimes because I forgot to say it before. I'm still not I still wanted someone else other than Cam, but other than Grimes, but we could have gotten. Actually, no, never mind. But we could have gotten someone else, but I'm not really. I don't. To be honest, right now at this point, it is what it is. Still could have drafted someone other than him, which it's fine for me now. I like Grimes. Yeah, I love Grimes. Hustle, and I've always said this, I like his hustle and the way he plays defense and his effort. I like his 3-point shooting. I think he's gonna be a good 3-and-D player. That's what I've said. I don't think he's gonna be anything crazy other than that, which I'm fine with at the 25th pick. It is what it is. I'm fine with him. I'm glad they didn't trade him. I think he's gonna continue to be solid, but I do think his minutes are gonna be cut when Cam Reddish comes back. But that is what it is. Like you saw, I showed the clip. We're gonna start transitioning into the Cam talk and the trade. But I showed you guys the clip about Tips talking about nobody runs 10, 11, 12 deep. So we are going to in the foreseeable future going to trade some more assets.
Nobody runs 12 deep except for the Warriors.
Yes. Yeah. And someone said in the chat too, more trades are coming, and I 100% agree. Just like D'Angelo said in chat, who are you going to trade for a point guard? We're about to talk about that too, but we're first going to talk about the Cam thing. Randall usually kills KP. That is true. Why is Atlanta trading with a rival, and why are the Knicks getting the better deal? It doesn't make sense to me. Well, the owner of the Hawks, he actually released a statement, and he said that Cam came out months ago. Actually, prior to the season, he came out in the offseason saying that he wants to be traded, and he requested to get traded. And he said that Cam did a really good job of complying, and he didn't do anything wrong during the period of him wanting to get traded. And they told him that if they find a package that is good for them, and they find a place where he's fine with going, they will do it. And they did. They traded it to us. He was talking about the first round pick from the Hornets as well. He's like, I don't think it's a fake first round pick because we believe that there's a 90% chance that it is going to convey into the pick. And, no matter what he said, the first round pick in the NBA always have value. So, that was that. And he also said that he believes that Cam Reddish is still going to be a really great player no matter what. But he didn't want to be in the situation that they were in, so they helped comply with that and trade him to us. Kevin Knox is a good kid in the class act, giving $2 million to his high school. He did? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think it was like Florida, Tampa Catholic or something.
He gave that much money? His contract isn't even crazy. I don't know how he gave that much money.
Man, he's a first-round pick. He probably made so much money off the summer league alone just because of what? Sponsorship deals.
He has a Puma deal too, right? I forgot.
Yeah,
so never mind.
Puma
that makes sense.
Puma
but shout out to him.
Mad money at all the new draftees that year.
Kev is gonna be okay.
Puma threw the bag at Marvin Bagley and RJ.
Yeah. Shout out to Rick V. Said how bad is Cam's ankle injury? Okay, so about the ankle
injury. It's actually not that bad. It's like a regular.
Yeah, I was about to say
light sprain. It's a regular ankle sprain, but they're gonna be cautious with him.
Tip said he's out for a while. That's why they didn't give a timetable. But I think they didn't say it, but they didn't say it was anything serious. But like Ethan said, it looks like it's most likely a normal ankle sprain. But Tibbs, if you listen to how he was talking after Cam, he was saying that we love wings. We always need wings. He was talking about the rotation. He's like, these guys are playing really well right now, and we don't want to mess anything up right now. So I think they're taking caution with his ankle injury. And they're going to figure out what other trades they're going to do to try to open up space for him. And at the same time, just more deals. There's no way they're going to trade him because they can't trade him, I'm pretty sure. Either way, they're going to keep him. He's an asset for us. He's hopefully going to be the future wing for us alongside RJ. But that ankle injury shouldn't be that serious. You're probably going to see him within a few weeks. I'll say 2-3 weeks, to be honest, before the trade deadline ends. Yeah, I'll say quicker than that too, but I'll say like 2 weeks because the trade deadline is going to be within a month. And I think they just have to find places where they can fit Cam Reddish into the lineup. So you might see either a Fournier dealt, you might see a Burks dealt. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you heard this too, Ethan, but I've heard a little about Obi Toppin being frustrated with minutes, and he's talked to Tibbs or talked to someone about his minutes not being that high, and I've heard that he's always looking frustrated when he's coming out the game.
Stop complaining and get a goddamn mid-range game.
But that's just one thing about it. But do you agree with me with the Cam thing about the injury, that it's more of them trying to settle down with him and find a place? Yeah, that's what I think too.
Because I think he'll be back by the 23rd. That's the Clippers game. Yeah, I think he'll be back by then. But it's like with Cam, right? I heard a bunch of people talk said, well, he might take him minutes away from Grimes and Burks. The dude,
he's better than them.
Yeah, no, like I'm totally fine with that. And like, dude, the dude's 6'8". Don't be surprised if Tibbs actually plays him at a small ball 4.
Oh yeah. Pudge Nice is the biggest Grimes fan. Pudge Nice is the biggest Grimes fan. He said Cam is easily better than him, and he's playing over him, and he doesn't care.
I 100%.
Yeah.
Cam.
Yeah. Look at Pudge. Pudge is saying it. I'm glad he's at least being realistic.
I can say that Cam, right, talent wise, is probably. I can make an argument Cam is the most talented player on the roster.
Yeah,
based off pure.
But we're not gonna do that because we're not doing that no more.
I won't do it.
tired of the RJ and Cam thing because they're both on the same team now. So
No,
I'm
because
cool with
RJ's
that.
not. RJ's just a. RJ's thing is he was always bigger and stronger than everyone, but pure talent wise, I always go by Cam.
Yeah, because
But like
he's
that's
more
not
of
to
a
say
natural talent. That's why
he's more of a natural talent,
he's
but that's not to
naturally
say that's not to
gifted
say anything
in
about
the game
RJ.
of
I just think that
basketball.
RJ just has the physique and he works like he worked to get where he is. So that's like
I'm the
him.
biggest grind fan. What do you mean? Let me go
And
up
then
to
but
the
like
chats real quick. Continue
but
talking. I'm
like
just gonna go.
it's one of those weird things where you look at Cam's advanced stats and it's like it's kind of concerning. And like I hope Tibbs doesn't like Cam that much because he lets IQ shoot whatever the hell shot he wants, shot selection wise, which I agree with. But I don't think people realize Cam's shot selection is like way worse than Quickly's. And then he's below 50% finisher at the rim in the half court setting. There's like this one PER efficiency rate that had out of 312 players since 2018, since that draft, with a minimum of like 2,500 shots or something. Like who's the 312 was like Kevin Knox, 311 was Frank Ntilikina, 310 was Dennis Smith Jr., 309 was Alfred Payton, and 304 was Cam Reddish.
Yeah,
I just thought
I know you were talking about the advanced stats. I actually seen advanced stats because shout out to Stephen Fox. I saw it on Twitter that he posted some advanced stats about him, and I know they were bad automatically because of he hasn't been his field goal hasn't been the best, and his shot selection has been questionable. Like as I watch him play, as he's been on the Hawks, I think that has to do. I mean, it's obviously with his shot selection. I think it's with him not being wanting to be there as well, um, and I think it's also with him not being treated the best as well. I think it just kind of hurt his play. Like I told you this. I told you this on Twitter. I'm not really worried about like all those stats because he's on. I think him being on the Knicks is going to totally change him as a player and the shots he takes. I know his defensive splits this year weren't the best, even though I know he's an actual good defensive player. You look at his first year. His first year, he actually had pretty good defensive stats, and then they took a drop off since then.
Yeah, I think Cam's gonna be fine defensively. He has the build. Cam can sleepwalk defensively and he'll still be a solid defender. And he's actually have to put an effort here, so it's fine.
Yeah. So look real quick. That was a good point though. Shout out to you for bringing that up. But let me see what people are saying. Said Puma, Cam's playing Saturday. He's not gonna let this opportunity kill. Nah, he's not playing. He's gonna be out. Sincere. One of my favorite things about these young guys, despite some creative narratives, is the work ethic. IQ and IB were OB were on all the time. Grimes and McBride got with IQ and OB after the summer. OB is gone. He stinks. He's better than them. Yeah, he is. Pudge, I agree. I could be wrong, but I don't think Evan will be traded. You could be. I think I'm. I want him to be traded.
I don't think he's gonna be traded either.
Yeah, it really depends on the deal. Killer Cam, salute Fox, salute to Frederick. What's good, Frederick? He said Cam and RJ basically have the same skill sets. I don't agree, Big Mike. I think they do have different skill sets because RJ is better. RJ is better downhill. Cam is a better offensive creator. He's a better shot creator. And he has better, I guess, defense. We could say he has better defensive potential because he has a 7'1" wingspan as well. That's another part of him. That's on the Hawks, nothing to do. Fournier for Jeremy Grant. I don't think they would take that unless you give them like 2 first-round picks and like 3 second-rounders.
That's never gonna happen.
Watch how Atlanta develops Knox. Atlanta's
now
not
getting Jeremy. Now getting Jeremy Grant is stupid because it makes Cam and him redundant. Because you're not playing them at both the same time unless like
wait, who?
Trying to getting Jeremy Grant, making him.
Getting. I don't think there's a point for that, to be honest. I've seen some Knicks fans want to trade Randall for Grant, and that just makes no sense. I'm sorry. I don't know if anyone here is one of them because I haven't seen anyone in my chat say that, but I've seen people on Twitter say it, and that was just horrible.
Nah, that's idiotic.
Does the Cam trade put us back in the playoffs? I can't say no because you need more moves for that. Cam is a move for the future and for the now at the same time.
You can't be Cam's a developmental piece. It's different than D Rose. D Rose is a floor general, and he's a veteran. Two different
I
things.
do agree though. We need to waive Kemba. I agree with that. We need to
We
waive
do need
Kemba. Do
we do
you
need to
agree,
wait.
Ethan? Right?
Yeah,
All right. So let's go to
I
the
don't want to see
to
Cam getting any minutes.
my reaction to the Cam Reddish trade. Everyone on Twitter. I woke up 20 minutes later after it happened. Right. I look at my phone. I'm getting texts from my friends. Some that don't even watch basketball like that, but they were just messaging me about Cam. They were like, "Oh, is Cam nice like that?" or blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Wait, why are they asking me this?" I go on Twitter. I see the Knicks traded for them. I start cheesing like crazy. I'm so happy. Look at everyone
Bro,
tweeting about it.
I
And I
was
looked at the
literally
trade and I started laughing. I started laughing so much. I'm
bro,
like, yo, there's no way they actually accepted Kevin Knox as Charlotte first round pick. And they gave
I
us a
literally
2025 second round pick with that.
yo, I was in calculus, bro, and I was like just like, yo, what the fuck? And I like walked out. I was like, yo, how?
Yo, it was so funny. They said we were on Blowing in real time. Oh, I was supposed to rewatch the reaction for that. I couldn't really see it. We have to waive Hill before Kemba. Solomon Hill.
Ew. Oh yeah. I think
No, I think they're gonna leave him in the locker room. To be honest.
man, I just want to see Solomon Hill and Nerlens have that beef.
Yo, nah, that was funny. Excess finesse salute. It's my guy on Twitter too. What do you think of a 3-team trade sending Randall to Philly, Ben to Pelicans, and Zion to New York?
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think that will happen. To be honest, it's crazy too that the Simmons stuff. They said that they sat with Rich Paul and literally nothing happened. In dinner, literally nothing improved, and they apparently think that his trade value is even higher than before somehow. So I'm not trying to get involved in that anymore. Because Daryl Morey, he's wasting Embiid's time right now. He's playing near MVP level right now, basically. And him not trading Ben Simmons is just doing horrible for Embiid. If I'm Embiid, I'm mad at Daryl Morey. I'm mad at the organization for not trading him already. Because you're wasting my time without getting another guy that's actually proven and good. Like, if I'm Embiid, I'm pissed. He's had 30-point games plus for the last 7 to 10 games. He's averaging crazy numbers, crazy splits every single time, and they're not getting him any more help than that. And they're looking to trade Tobias as well. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Solomon Hill is Ethan's son. Okay, interesting. So that's funny. All right, but more about the Cam Reddish thing. Okay, so we could have done this in the before the season. We could have just traded the 19th pick for him. But we traded the 19th pick for the Hornets pick, and we technically used that same exact pick to get him, plus Kevin Knox. But what do you think, in your opinion, Ethan? That I'm gonna answer after you, and everyone in the chat, let me know too. How do you think he's gonna help this team, and what do you think he can be? Tell me the future of Cam Reddish for this team.
Bro, it's so weird because I don't know how well he's gonna develop. I honestly don't know. I don't know which way they're gonna develop him either. Ideally, you want him to be playing on the ball. That's what I'm saying. Like going forward, if I had my preference, I'm cutting Kemba. I'm waiting for D-Rose to get back. I'm starting RJ at point guard with like Fournier and Reddish because now I have two. I don't have a point guard, but I have three secondary ball handlers on the floor, so I'm fine. And then I think Cam can do work off the pick and roll.
He does. He actually does really well in the pick and roll.
Yeah, he
100%.
does.
Shout out to,
He-
if you haven't already, make sure to check out Guillermo's video, because Legion of Knicks. Make sure to check it out. He did a great video, breaking down Cam. He talked about the trade. Talked about some things he's really good at. So make sure to check that out. He made it yesterday. It was really good. Just a quick shout out for that. But yeah, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, it's just mad weird because you ideally want to develop. He fits the sets, like he fits our concepts. Like all the concepts we've run, it fits him like SPR, double downs, like for our horn sets. He actually might benefit from our horn sets because they don't run a lot of horns in Atlanta. He might benefit from that, and that's what they used to run for him in high school. It would literally just be top the key horns for Cam, but it's a weird situation because I don't know which spot he's going to be playing, and I don't know how Tibbs is going to want to play him because he might want to play him off the ball use him as a movement player, which I've seen Cam do pretty decently, or I could see him playing on the ball, which I prefer him doing.
So, someone said in the chat, who's gonna be picking though? Who's gonna be picking? Because there's no.
Oh, literally no
Yeah, we
one.
don't got no
That's
pick
why
setters like that.
I'm trading for a big. I know
Okay,
y'all don't like
don't say the
Monster
name yet. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit because
I'm
I've seen
trading
some
for a
people
big,
suggest
bro.
more for that too. They said use the pick
I'm
and roll and
trading for a big.
unstoppable.
And until then, I'm giving Taj minutes because Taj is the only one on this team who knows how to goddamn screen.
Yeah, Lakers offered 2 second rounders for Cam. Yeah, there's no way they were getting him. I'm just so glad that we traded for him right away because I said trade for him right away so he could get used to the plays and everything before we get the hard schedule. And they traded for him the day later, which is insane to me. The day later they traded for him. They did whatever I said. Like I'm giving myself some props because I made them make the deal. Obviously, as you can see. But yeah, of course. I agree in a sense. I think. So okay, this is another question I have to ask. So let's say when he comes back, whatever time it is, D Rose is gonna be back in probably a month and a little extra. So you got Cam Reddish. Are you benching? How long does he come off the bench for? How long does he come off the bench for? How many minutes you think he's gonna do? He's gonna have.
If it was my way, I'd play him 20 minutes a game for the first. Like I'd play him 15 to 20 minutes a game for the first 5 games. Let him get adjusted, then I start him.
Okay.
And I would just rock out with the lineup of RJ, Fournier for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I was about to ask too.
As the starters.
What do you think his production is going to be? What do you expect it to be in those 20 to 25 minutes that you just suggested?
As a starter or
no, as a bench player. I mean, from wherever you're starting at till like I don't know. You said he's gonna come off
as
like
a bench
20 minutes.
as a bench player. I can see him do. As a bench player, I can see being like the same thing at Atlanta, 12-ish points a game, but better defense. If he's starting, I could see him being anywhere from 16 to 18.
Okay, so for me personally, I think that he's gonna come like the first minute, second he comes back, whatever. He's gonna play like 15 to 20. And then a few games in, he's going to get into that 20 to 25, right? I don't know when he's going to start, but in my opinion, I think he's going to start probably 2 weeks in, depending how it is, depending on how Fournier plays, depending on how the defense is, and how Tibbs feels about him. I think his production is going to be like, expecting off the bench, I think it's, like you said, I think it's going to be like 13, 14, right, on that. But I think it's going to be on better efficiency than the Hawks. Because the Hawks, he took bad shots, and I don't think he's not going to be allowed to take those types of shots here. I think his shot selection is going to be better. I think he's going to have a bigger reason for him to actually, like, be better. Because he's in the – I feel like in general, the chemistry of our team, I think it's actually good. And I think him coming in here, knowing RJ – RJ saying he's going to accumulate him into the team, show him around, help out. I think that's going to be a big factor into him actually being comfortable within the organization. I think it's going to help him out a lot, to be honest. But yeah, I think he should be able to start in a few weeks into him playing. I do agree with you. I think he would average probably like 16, 17 if that does happen. And I'll be happy. I think him and RJ, because RJ is about to come into the 17 points per game already for the season because he's been doing so well. And he was averaging like 14 point something at one point. So he's starting to get better, as you can see. Cam Reddish and him, to me, is going to be like the RJ and Wiggins in the summer that I saw in Team Canada. He's just that perfect wing next to him. And another thing, Ethan.
I mean, I think Wiggins is a better fit, but I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah, no, I know Wiggins is a better fit, but I'm talking more of like the player build.
Yeah, player build. Yeah, I can see that. Because more on-ball reps for RJ, and he's moved back to the 2 or the 1.
And you know another thing that I was thinking about, Ethan? We finally have that guy for the triangle, that athletic wing. Tell me about it. Tell me if you think it would actually work.
You're right.
Tell me, did you realize that was one of the first things I realized, and I told Coach and Guillermo right away.
Because yesterday I came home and I knocked out. I was like, yo, and today I woke up mad late. I was missing school. And I came home and slept again. It actually works now. Holy crap. Because we ran some of the concepts last year. We did. We've run a lot less this year. We've run a lot less triangle this year than compared to last year. But now Tibbs is actually one of the dudes who like experiment with the triangle. He did it with Jimmy Butler. He did it with All Day.
Isn't
Yeah,
isn't
you're
that
right.
isn't that perfect now?
But
Look, I thought
I
of that
will have
right.
to,
I
but
thought
I
of the
will have to
triangle.
say Cam's gonna have to work on his positioning, and he's gonna have to become way more efficient in the mid range and at the rim because he's really inefficient in both settings.
Yep,
Because he's like one of the worst finishers at the rim in the half court setting.
and
So he's gonna have to become way better at both. But yeah, you're right.
the triangle. I feel like, and the thing is, with me seeing Randall take a little step back, right, and be more of an initiator and let other guys get involved. I think he's deferring a lot more right now. I think he's gonna be willing to actually use the triangle instead of waving it off. Do you think he's actually gonna accept it this time?
Yeah, I think he'll have to. Because actually if Cam goes if like okay, this is probably like never gonna happen, but say this, right? Because I think Cam is the most talented player on the team by far. Except for D Rose, but like D Rose ain't what he used to be. I think Cam's the most talented player on the team. If Cam actually blossoms, then Randall's gonna have no like. You have this dude who's way more talented than you, who's younger than you, and he's playing at this crazy high level. So if that does happen, I think you'll have to take a step back.
You see, I really think I don't know about you, but me, my dream right now, I need to make a new profile picture too for Twitter for this. That's another story, but because I have to have both my young guys in there. I can't just have one. That's just disrespectful. But I really do think that
Oh no, Cam's can't.
Cam has to learn these concepts. A lot of triangle. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he just needs to get consistent from the field. Um, and I think you're gonna see a lot more. It's the best thing for a guy like him to be under Tibbs as well. Like I'm glad RJ and Cam are both under Tibbs. That's a big thing. For their defense especially, and I think he's gonna treat them really well as well. It's just good to see. But me just thinking about it,
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
and for
RJ and
all y'all
Cam are
fans that
gonna
want,
be. Oh, they're gonna be.
for all
I'm
y'all
just
fans that want to fire Tibbs or something, for all y'all fans that want to fire Tibbs or something, you literally getting Cam Reddish here. The best ways to develop him is playing him under Tom Thibodeau. The best ways to develop him is playing under Tom Thibodeau. Same thing with
Yep.
but yeah, I
And
ain't doing all that.
I don't know about
I'm gonna
you. I
talk
don't
that
know
shit about
people. I don't know
Williamson.
people in the chat. I don't care. I'm never. I think RJ and Cam are gonna be a special duo in this league. I don't.
I ain't
I,
gonna say that yet.
no, I'm saying that. I don't care in a few years, not now. But I think they're gonna be a special duo. You know why? Because I think they're both gonna be good defenders. Like I think RJ is already a good defender, but I think they could both be really good defensively, good two-way players, especially guys that can be able to score at the same time. Because I think RJ, you see that he could average 20 if he stays consistent, right? And Cam has the potential to do that as well. So I think if we do build through them, right? I don't know what the long term. I want to ask you too in the chat. What do you think is the long term plan for Julius Randle? Do you think that? Because I've seen a lot of people say this. This is RJ's team now after last game, and they were saying that, especially after making this move, and from the conference video that I showed of RJ saying, "Yeah, the management came up to me before they traded for him. They asked me about him. Obviously I gave a lot of scouting about him, and I gave a lot of good word about him because I know him and I played with him. So what do you think is gonna be the next step for Julius Randle? Do you think they look to trade him soon? Do you think they keep him and try to make him a complimentary piece? Well, what do you think?
Hell no. There's bro, Obi. If the notion of trading Randall is to like play Obi, that's the most stupid thing. That's the most idiotic thing. Like I've seen so many people say that, and it's so dumb because Obi is not even close to the level of player that Randall is. The only way I say you trade Randall is that okay, I trade Randall for Sabonis, yeah, hell yeah. But if I ain't getting something back, if I'm not getting like a haul of picks, good picks, not crappy picks. If I'm not getting a haul of picks or like good young player in return, I'm not trading Randall.
Let me
I'm
say
not.
let me say this.
He's one of the best contracts in the league,
How about if you trade
in my
Randall
opinion.
for a young player and like a few picks? Like a good young player that has potential and a few picks. Would you do that?
Yeah, but I need to see the young player though.
That's what I'm saying though.
It's
Like in hypothetical.
yeah, hypothetical. Yeah, I can. Okay, I'm down with it, but it needs to be a certain young player. Like I'm not trading him for like like a young player who's limited.
Yeah, no,
So
I agree with that. Let me see what people are saying.
like I'm not trading Randall for like a Zaire Williams. or
Eli
something
M,
like that.
salute. Dan Jones, salute. I was about to ask that too. Do you guys think in the chat?
Zaire.
I seen so. Oh no, not Zaire. I was gonna say Zion, but
Oh,
we got 2 out
bro,
of
I don't want
3.
that.
Whoa, chill,
I don't
chill.
want that.
Whoa, chill, chill. He's actually not fat anymore. He's actually skinny. He's just injured. But
I don't want that gumbo pop, bro.
yeah, you violated, bro. Chill out. But we got 2 out of 3. We're missing Thanos right now. You know, that's the third stone right there. But we got 2 out of 3. I mean, you could think of Trey Jones too, because I know some people want him too.
Oh my god.
They want to bring everyone back together. But
Now
I see
somebody just sent it in the
yo, I see so many funny
just sent it in the
videos.
Knicks basketball chat. Somebody
Yeah.
just said in the Knicks chat that Zion liked the tweet about the two Duke stars are together again.
Whoa, I need to check this. Let me see if there's proof about this real quick. You know, we don't cap here. Let me see. Oh, he did.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Randall. I mean, not Randall. Zion is coming soon. Wait, I need to post this. I need to show you guys this now. This is funny. Give me a second. Wait, I think I could show it here. Let me see.
Yeah, Frederick, I agree. That Duke team wasn't even that good at all. It was just like a bad fit.
Zion,
bro.
he liked it, as you can see, the 2 duels. But I'm gonna just read what people are saying. Let me read these
It was a
comments
bad.
real quick.
I think that
and then you can
Coach
answer.
K also pretty much limited Cam by a lot. And I think
Yeah.
if they do are together in the league, and especially right now, if Cam establishes himself, say we do trade for Zion, which I don't want to happen. Say we do, if Cam establishes himself by the time that Zion gets here, you're gonna have to. You can literally play. You don't need a point guard on the floor anymore. You don't need it because you have RJ, Cam, and Zion. Because Zion's look, bro. Zion can get you 6 assists any night. Zion has way better court vision than goddamn Randall does.
Yeah.
Zion's a way better talent. It's just injuries. Like I'm not down with that.
And real quick, let me read what people
Like
are
there's some stat. If Zion doesn't play for the rest of the season, he's going to miss like 5 games more than Greg Oden did in his first 2 years.
Yeah, no, that is kind of crazy. But give me a second. Let me read what people saying. Someone said Mo Bamba. Talk about that. Give me I would start him ASAP. I'm Grady salute. He said you called this trade. Hadouken, good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. RJ not having his bestie off the bench. Facts. Cam has a 7-1 wingspan. His game reminds me of KD's game a little. Atlanta will regret making this trade. I agree. Evans not being traded. Can't wait till Fournier gets dealt. Facts. Facts. Drip more salute. He said Batman Barrett plus Killer Cam. Salute Duke. Salute to you too. Dan Jones salute. He said Duke/Kentucky guards. Squad players on the Knicks are going to be more than one half the team soon. Zion next. Cam has learned concepts. Elon M salute as well. The big 3 real king says. Let me go down the lane. RJ has definitely been more aggressive lately. The man is smart. The man is smart. He sees that fans are going after Randall and it's his time to shine. He already says he loves MSG. Yep, he did. Zion already come to Mecca. The thumbs down situation has killed Randall Valley in New York. That is true. A lot of older fans, I guess, in a certain sense. I don't think younger ones are as mad, to be honest. But, everyone takes it differently. That Duke team wasn't even that good. Yeah, they weren't the best, but they did have a really good chance of actually winning and competing for that chip. RJ was missing his free throws, and they had some bad plays down the stretch. By the way, there's basically 50 people in here. We got 50 likes. Let's try to hit 60 likes. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And guys watching in the replay as well, make sure to do the same thing. Subscribe. Turn that notification bell on. We need 2 more subs to hit 300. Some new faces in here too that I see. So if you haven't, I would appreciate you guys doing that. I saw someone say in the chat that RJ and Cam, and he didn't say that. I think it was Deculis might have said that, or Sincere. One of them have said that they could be built up like MJ and Scotty, but not in that way. But like I guess like the duo that both play defense.
Remember the pick Kev W?
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I remember that right away, right when he said that. But I know what he means in a sense because both of them are defensive guys, and then he said that Tibbs can play Randall in the Joakim Noah type of spot.
No, he can't play Randall there.
I don't
Randall's
know
not-
though. I don't think Randall will play in that situation.
He won't play in that spot, and he's not smart enough to play in that spot.
Joe Saviano, salute.
I'll tell you who is though.
Turner's now Sabonis. Turner is now on the Knicks radar. They said to G League Rowan Alexander Barrett. That's still crazy to me, bro.
Rowan, guy.
Well,
hold up, Rowan. Tomorrow is matching up against his 4th overall pick, bro.
Who? Why'd you say Rowan? Rowan.
Bro, he's Jamaican, bro. Rowan.
Rowan Alexander. I know he is. Yeah.
He's matching up against the 4th overall pick tomorrow. I expect him to get 25 plus.
About to get you those 2 subs, Duke. # burners. Yo, Robert Parr, you're hilarious. I'm at $2.99 now. That's funny. Oh, that y'all are funny. Leon Rose playing chess. Yeah, Leon Rose is playing chess. Yo, this is funny. I tweeted the pic of him liking it. This is funny. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Zion is most likely coming soon, whether you like it or not. Ethan, do you think let me know in the chat if you guys actually think it's gonna happen. Tell me your percentage chance, because I think it could really happen. I think it's like 75% chance of happening, to be honest. What do you think?
Like 60.
Okay. Pudge Knight said Grimes is Houston. RJ is Larry LJ.
Bro, I hate when people say that.
Cam is Sprewell.
Bro, like that irks me so much. When people say Quentin Grimes is out in Houston, that literally irks me.
The Diplomats 2.0. Batman and Robin, Star J, and Killer Cam. I love their nicknames. 5% is what L Paul said. Salute to L Paul. Say, yeah, damn right, class. He coming for a junior cheesecake. Nah, you're wrong, Frederick. You're actually wrong. You're wrong for that, bro. This dude said a junior cheesecake. What? Game. Yo, I need to see a Knicks game so bad, bro.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, Hawks and Knicks tomorrow is must-watch basketball. Kevin Knox return to MSG. Someone just tweeted that. Kevin Knox is not playing, by the way, tomorrow. He's out. He's not even with the team.
They're playing in Atlanta.
Nah, I know, but someone tweeted that I follow. Okay. It's a joke. But he's not playing tomorrow, by the way, because I know Knicks Nation is in here. He loves Knox.
By the way,
Knox is out.
By the way, against popular belief, I've actually grown to be pretty fond of Alec Burks this year, so I actually don't want to trade him.
Oh, by the way, we have hit 301 subscribers. Yes, sir. Clap it up, and everyone in the chat. Drop your orange and blues in the chat. I want to shout some people out in the chat. Drop that like up, whatever, thumbs up. I'll shout you guys out. We got 52 people in here, and we're actually about to hit 60 likes, so I appreciate you guys.
Bro, somebody just made an extra burner. Got you that.
Yeah, Robert Park got me with one, and I know I saw some new faces too I haven't seen, so I appreciate that as well. That's actually hilarious. No, I appreciate you guys. Burners be burning. And Justin L, I see you guys talking about Ty. Let me know how you guys feel about Ty, because I know Justin L is from Kentucky. Give me a little scouting report from what you've seen, because I really haven't been paying too much attention to college basketball this year, especially because I don't really like too many prospects, if I'm being honest. Except I do like AJ Griffin a lot. Shout out to my guy Steven, I see you. The big 300. Andrew K, shout out to Andrew K, Knicks Nation 112. Sincere. Justin L, of course, Julian Blum, Stephen Fox, Excess Finesse as well. Shout out to you guys. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, no, that's just a milestone right there. I appreciate you guys. They come and go. Next up, I guess 400. So appreciate it. Keyshawn, what's good? Salute. Real King, appreciate it. 300 C-Mag. Silent Investor, Frozen Kev needs a sub. Yeah, Frozen Kev and Robert Parr. Also Kenny Payne. I know you know what I'm talking about, Kenny Payne. I'm pretty sure that's you. Salute Foxy with good Noble. Yeah, shout out to you guys. And shout out for you guys. We just hit 60 likes as well. Ethan, so what was the last thing we just said?
I don't know. I think we were talking about Zion.
Yeah, we were talking about Zion, the probability. Still drop your probability. I think it's a 70% chance, to be honest, of him coming to the Knicks.
Man, I feel like if he comes to the Knicks, I feel like if Zion comes to the Knicks, I feel like he'll get in shape for like 1 year. He'll go crazy. Like we'll be so hyped.
But that's the
And then
thing.
next
I
year,
think he's in shape though already. They've showed
no,
it. He's just
I mean like
injured.
he'll get in like prime physical shape, like the shape he was in Duke. Because like you could look at Zion his first year or his second year, the shape he was then and the shape he was at Duke is two different things.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
think
I agree.
if he comes to New York, I feel like he's gonna get to his Duke shape. I feel like he's gonna have that one great year and we're gonna be so hyped, but then he's just gonna let us down. But he's gonna get like some injury or something because his body, like the amount of pressure that dude puts on his joints alone, is scary.
Yeah. By the way, talking about trade, we're gonna move a little away from the Cam thing, but there's reports that Dallas has been trying to get into the trade mix for Miles Turner or John Collins. That's what this Mark Stein or Stain, I don't know how to say. Mike Stein has tweeted. Oh, Sharon X is the other one. I see. What's good, Sharon X? That's my other, I guess, burner. Congrats, my guy. Thank you. Truth at Duke, he was in great shape. Facts. Duke has a weight loss center. And elite salute. Some people are saying 100, 95%. 100 Zion is on the way. Okay. Yeah,
But
no.
the thing with Zion is like Zion's not gonna ask for a trade right now.
Yeah,
can't.
not yet. He can't yet. But he's
It'll be
probably
like,
not gonna play too much this season. They might hold him out, but they're actually coming into the play-in, so they might bring him back because they're actually starting to get wins.
man, I don't.
Hadouken, what do you think if given time with the Hawks, you think Knox can average more points and rebounds than Obi? No, because I do think I still think they're stacked
He
in
can
position.
definitely average more points. I don't know.
No, because Obi for what it is, he still averages like 8 or 7 points. I don't think Knox.
Always averaging 8 points.
Yeah,
Holy
check.
shit.
Unless it changed, because that was a while ago. I checked. Let me check actually real quick.
He's averaging 7.9. Wow, that's actually impressive. I thought he was averaging like 4.
He's shooting 20% from three though. That's the only downfall.
Yo, we're talking about this dude. He's the 8th overall pick, and we're excited because he's averaging 7 points.
Yeah, that's a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. The way you just reacted was sad. I ain't Kenny, bro. That guy to go. all right. I'll guess what it is. All McDonald's American team from 2018 is going to be on the Knicks. Yeah, it's funny that graphic I saw. The 2018.
Right?
Yeah, the 2018 McDonald's All American team had RJ, IQ, Cam Reddish, Quinn Grimes, and it has Zion Williamson.
It's still crazy how Dominic, like, you look up IQ, his high school team, but like, bro, god damn.
And another thing with that too is, IQ talked about with Zion, like they both were roommates for a certain point. They talked about both going to the same school. They both like each other, are fond of each other. And IQ talked about Cam.
There was a time where people thought that wherever IQ went to school, Zion
was gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I don't know. Everything just connects way too well for thinking that Zion is gonna be here one day. Him being fond of New York, and then Mark Spears saying during the draft that when he found out the Pelicans got the number 1 over New York, he ran out the room. He rushed out. All these things, and him being so close to everyone. It's kind of funny how we basically do have the 2018 All-American team. That's actually hilarious. Zion and Randall, nah, they wouldn't be together, El Paul. You would have to give Randall in that deal. Zion did his job by bringing his value down this year. Now we just got to make the move. Okay, so let's start talking about more trades. So, Pudge Nice brought up Mo Bamba. I saw someone else bring it up earlier. And shout out to Black University too. I see you with the orange and blue. What do you think about, and Justin as well, what do you think about Mo Bamba? They reported that a first-round pick will most likely do it. Would you give up our 2022 pick this year? Because I think that's the most likely one that we use in a trade coming up. Because I do think we're not done with trades. Shout out to Stop It Videos. I see you in the chat. I do think we're not done with trades. So do you think we may use that one to get Mo Bamba?
So I like the fit of Mo. I just don't like he doesn't screen that well, but it's like whatever. He still screens better than Mitch, so I'm fine with it. But they're gonna have to, if I'm giving them my pick, they're gonna have to take on like either Kemba or, like, I hate to say it, even though Burks, I like Burks, but they're gonna have to take on 2 players for me. Like, they're going to have to take on 2 players because I take that, I get my big, and then I have an extra spot in the rotation for when D-Rose gets back, and then I go make a move for Thad Young. Personally, I go.
Who are you trading for Tad Young?
No clue. That's why I'm more on like. That's why I'm more of like on the road of I trade Obi and Nerlens. I trade Obi, Nerlens, or Obi and Burks to what you call it, Indiana for Miles Turner, and then I flip either Burks and like a couple second round picks for Nadia.
You see, okay, an interesting one. I know you said Miles Turner. Another center. Let me know who you guys most likely the center that you guys want. We're gonna talk about centers for now. Which big man would you guys like to bring up? Cully, let me know if you want the link, by the way, to come in the chat, talk about trade. I'll drop it. We're 60 deep right now. I appreciate you guys. Brother Shaquille Sunflower, salute as well. But center wise, another one, Ethan, I don't know if you saw. Apparently, this is for the Raptors, but I think he's available. But they said the Raptors are interested in Jakob Poeltl, so it makes me think that Jakob Poeltl is available. So would you look into getting him? Because I like the way he sets screens. He's an underrated center, in my opinion. Double guy. He has a few offensive moves in the inside. He's a good pick and roll guy as well. And tell me in the chat too how your thoughts about Jakob Poeltl. I think he's a solid guy.
I like Jakob Poeltl. I just think that he's the opposite of what Tibbs needs. Like offensively, yes, he's what we need, but defensively, like bro.
So, do you think we need a 3-point shooter? Like our center needs to be able to.
No, he doesn't need to be a 3-point shooter.
What do you think fits best with Tibbs? That's what I want to know. Your description with that.
Like, bro, I don't even think we need like a big time scoring. Like, bro, I would have no problem with Mitch if he just sets proper screens. Like, I just want a big who sets screens at the minimum. But all the other things, offensive moves, ability to stretch forwards, that's a benefit to me. That's why I want Miles Turner. Because he gets me, like, he's not a great screen setter, but he's good enough that I can get by. Because Mitch actually limits us sometimes. And again, he's way better defensively, and he at least spaces out the floor. Like, you realize that kicking out to Miles Turner for a wide open 3 is, and then Miles Turner has an underrated post game. When Sabonis is out, look at games that Miles Turner plays when Sabonis is out, and they actually have him set up in the post. It's stupid. He's actually really good out of the post.
Okay. Another thing. Continue if you were gonna say something, because I was.
No, that's pretty much it. Because that's pretty much it in my opinion.
Okay.
That's just.
So, the real question. Stop videos. This is a funny one. He said the real question is: does White Falcon still want us to trade for PG-13 anymore since we got PG-13 Junior? That's a good question, especially PG-13 is they said might be out for the rest of the season as well, which I'm sad about. I love PG. That's sad, but yeah, that as well. Shout out to Cully in the chat. Justin L said Coach Calipari recruited IQ for Zion. He struggled as a freshman and had to work his butt off to actually get Perry's favor. IQ has been grinding for a while. Yep. Our young squad looks crazy. I think we have a pretty good, decent young squad, to be honest. We might be, if we can see Cam, once we see Cam play and we see him, I think we might get a little up there and having a pretty decent good young core. I think we should have drafted one. Mitch might walk in free agency, and Noel is not a qualifying starting center. Yeah, I do think Noel is a negative asset in a sense. I don't know. Noel is just not. I don't know. A team could use him, but I just don't think he's the best. Kevin Middleton, salute. He said salute to Haduken. Tips just said he loaded at the wings as of now. Cam Reddish is not in rotation. Wow. Kevin Middleton, he's not in rotation because he's injured, but he's going to be out probably for 2 to 3 weeks, and it's not a major injury. We talked about this earlier. I know you weren't here, but it's more of him getting all the sets prepared with Cam, getting him accumulated into the team, and at the same time, they still have trades they need to make to free up space for him. So that's another thing for that. I hate that name, bro. What the hell is a Yaki Poeltl? Sound like a poodle. Bro, what the way you spelled it was just like, that was just crazy. L. Paul said Steven Adams. How do you feel about Steven Adams? Him. I don't think they are, to be honest.
The only way they treat Steven Adams is if they can if Memphis goes and gets a bonus.
Yeah, which I don't think they are gonna trade him, to be honest. I really don't. Assimilated.
Bro.
What? Mo Bamba has never shot above 35% from 3 and is currently shooting below 45% from the field. If we traded for more, spacing will be better and screens will be slightly better, but Turner is my go-to. I agree with that. Turner is a waste of money. Mitch will be Turner once we trade Noel and get Mitch paid. Mitch will be working on his outside game for less than Miles. Um,
Y'all said that for 4 years. Like
accumul-
people said
yeah, I
Deuce
said it wrong.
accumulated
I know.
for 4 years.
Accumulated. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's accumulated, bro.
Okay, so I did fix it the second time. I said Knicks need to keep Mitch Robinson. Dude is a young savage. Okay, interesting. We need Calipari in our front office. I don't know about that.
Yeah, the Knicks actually offered the job to Calipari before they offered it to
Yeah,
Tibbs.
Kevin Middleton. So Tibbs basically said that nobody runs 10, 11, 12 man deep in their rotation. He likes the way everyone is playing right now. But he did say when Cam comes back, basically they're gonna have to figure out. He said they're loaded at the wing position, but they've really got to see what moves are yet to be made. At the same time, they're talking about Ayo, Suma, and Chet. Yeah, Ayo has looked really solid. 100%, I agree with that. But let's go to the guards. So, Jalen Brunson, I don't know if you would trade for him now or you would wait for the offseason. But Jalen Brunson, there's a lot of talk about Knicks being interested in him in the offseason. Maybe you trade for him as well. I think the word you are looking for is acclimated. Is it? Am I just slow right now for some reason? I don't know why I said acclimated. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying accumulated. I don't. Yeah, my brain is messing up. I don't know. I think the word you were looking for. Okay, in the practice shootout, who knocks down more threes, Grimes or Fournier? Salutes to the ball don't lie. Grimes or Fournier? Probably Fournier, to be honest. Yeah. Io's in a perfect situation right now. Yeah, he has a really good situation. So fun to watch Ty find guys off with 3-point shots and 18 feet on defense to keep guards off the glass. Justin L, this is what I want to know. Is he a combo guard or is he an actual point guard? That's the thing I want to know. Let me get a little breakdown if you can. I know Stephen Fox too because he's been watching them. But talking about point guards, Jalen Brunson. We got news about De'Aaron Fox today as well that he knows he might be traded because of how bad they've been this year and how bad they've been in the last few years. But he said he knows there might be trades happening. He's available, of course. I don't think Halliburton actually is available, but he might be. You never know. But their number one priority should be to trade De'Aaron Fox. Apparently, as well as that, Harrison Barnes and Buddy Hield are believed to be traded before the deadline. Marvin Bagley as well in that situation. But are you looking into trading for one of these point guards? Who is your priority to trade for that point guard position, Ethan? And people in the chat, give me your trade packages as well.
I don't really care about trading for a point guard right now. Like I'm fine with rocking out with RJ and Cam as two secondary ball handlers, but if I was to do it, I'd do like a Mitch for Jalen Brunson trade because that benefits both sides. And contracts matchup.
Okay.
So I don't really see it like another point guard to go out because I think the idea of trading for Halliburton is unrealistic, and I don't think that we have the asset. I don't think that you make the trade for Reddish if you're just gonna go out and get Fox right now.
Any Nick for Halliburton. Interesting. To be honest, I was the biggest advocate.
Oh yeah,
for Fox.
100%. I trade any Nick for Halliburton besides like RJ.
I was the biggest advocate.
I didn't even trade Reddish for like
Fox.
Halliburton.
Nah, I'm not trading that right now. Nah, I'm not trading none of that. I'm not trading him or RJ right now at all. Hugh Samuel, salute. And you said any Nick for Halliburton. I think about De'Aaron Fox. A lot of people want him for the Knicks. I wanted him before for the Knicks, but I really don't know how he would fit because he does need the ball in his hand. He doesn't really play too well off the ball because he's not a great shooter. He's good in the mid range, but not at the three. He's always been bad. Since he came into the league as well as his free throw is not
Fox?
really the best. Yeah, his Fox.
Oh yeah, Fox is horrible off the ball.
A guy though that I do like, which I've heard Pop is a big fan, is a really big fan still of DeJounte Murray. The front office is not as a big fan as Pop, so they don't really know where they're going with DeJounte Murray, but I will be really interested in trying to trade for him as well. Because if you think, Ethan, look at this. Let's think about, okay, so if we do think that Cam and RJ are wings, right? And at one point Cam is going to be in that starting lineup, and you got Randall and Mitch, let's say for now. DeJounte, you need a guard that's going to be able to defend, right? A guard.
That's why I'm keeping Burks in the starting lineup.
Yeah, a guard that can defend, a guard that can pass, and he could play off the ball. And like a few that come into mind is Halliburton and DeJounte Murray. Those are the two that I believe could play off the ball, especially with DeJounte Murray getting better at the 3-point line, starting to improve. And I just think he's a good guy that could play off the ball.
Yeah,
And he
but
can
see,
make the
when you
right
put
pass.
even like DeJounte and Halliburton, you're playing when you play them off the ball, you're still limiting them. That's why I'm like fine with not trading for a guard right now because I want to see the experiment work with RJ. I want to see this experiment with RJ and Reddish. I want to see them.
Yeah, me too. That's what I agree with you. I don't
So
think
like,
it's a
and then if you
priority at
trade
this
for
point.
point guard, you're like limiting him. That's why I'm fine with Burks playing off the ball because it's not. We're not limiting Burks putting him off the ball.
And by the way, people are talking some trade packages. Let me read something though that they said about Ty Ty. Stop a video said Ty Ty is a very good playmaker in the PNR pick and pop, but he's not a great playmaker outside of that. Okay. Knicks could have drafted Halliburton. Yeah, we could have, but we didn't. D Quillis. So I've actually heard that. I know you just said that Fox and Barnes for Simmons and Harris, but the Sixers are apparently not interested in Fox, so you can't really do that anymore. Randall's value is an all-time low. Trading him now would be dumb because, as we saw after the 2020 offseason, he can take big leaps after a bad year. Knicks Nation 112 says I would take Fox and Bagley for Fournier and Randall. It works for the Kings because they get a major player for the next 3 years for a small market team. It would help since they don't get free agents. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, about that. Fox and Bagley for Fournier and Randall. I don't think that would be the best decision to do. I want to knock down 3-point shooter PG, but pass first. I don't think there's a lot of those in the league, to be honest. Right? Can you name any, Ethan, that you think that are 3-point shooters that are pass first?
Like
Knock down 3-point shooters.
First?
Yeah, that are PGs.
Knock down 3-point shooters or a pass first?
Yeah.
There are no point guards in the league.
Yeah, I don't think there are a lot like that, to be honest.
I
don't even know one.
There literally aren't any. I mean, like Brunson and Chris Paul, but they're not necessarily knockdown.
Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily a knockdown one, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Yeah, me neither, to be honest. I really don't.
Because there's nobody in the league who's pass first anymore. Especially from the point guard wise.
So, all right, so we just got Reddish. What other move who do you think is gonna be moved by the deadline from our team?
I think a big is gonna be moved, either Nerlens or Mitch, one or the other, hopefully. And I think Burks is moved, even though I don't like it. I think Burks is moved.
What do you think necessarily they're gonna be moved for if they do get moved?
Either Brunson or Turner, one or the other.
Brunson or Turner?
Yeah.
So the Miles Turner thing, the Knicks are constantly rumored to, but more teams are starting to get involved. But do you really think that we're gonna work heavy to try to get him?
I don't know if we're gonna work. I mean, I would. I don't know if the Knicks would. I really don't know. It's a weird situation for me personally.
It's weird too because I'm not giving up more than a first round pick for him. Like more picks.
Yeah, I'm not giving up more than a first round pick for Turner either. Even though I love Turner, but
I just feel like they're gonna overprice him. To be honest,
assets are gonna be moved because I know Obi's gonna be in the deal. I hope Obi's in the deal.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I feel like Obi's gonna get traded. Just because of what I heard, those things I've heard, I don't know. I really feel like he might be gone.
Oh yeah, I hope he is, because then that opens up a backup power forward spot, and I go get Thad Young.
Yeah, you know, I've wanted Thad Young before. I've said it. I would like to. I think I added that in my trade video too. I said Thad Young is one guy I would look at because he's having a problem with the Spurs where he can't really get much time. Haven't really heard about him too much. Brogdon is not, in my opinion, or someone like Brogdon. Brogdon can't be traded for until the end of the season, though. That's the only problem with him. Karis LeVert, Eric Gordon. Okay, yeah. I heard, I don't know if you saw this on Twitter, but apparently we are looking into Karis LeVert, and I don't understand it at all. I wouldn't do that.
I don't understand it either.
It makes no sense.
I try to think about it, but it's like he's not good off. He's okay off the pick and roll, but like he's good creating for himself off the pick and roll. Solid mid range.
Nick G salute.
Shooter, better attacking the basket, even though he's lost a bit of his first step, in my opinion. Can't stay healthy.
He's been playing better, but I still don't see a point for him. That's too much.
I don't see the point in
Especially
trading
since
him.
we just got Cam. Like, I don't want any more touches for other people. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see Cam, RJ, and Randall. That's what I want to see right now.
That's why I'm
to be
not.
honest.
That's not like I'm not totally on the trade for a point guard thing. I'm fine if we trade for Brunson because I like Brunson, but I'm fine with looking at experimenting with like RJ, Reddish, and Randall as
Me
like
too.
three secondary ball handlers who are all just on the court at the same time.
Yeah, and salute to everyone, and salute to Nick G in the chat too. Was good, my guy. Justin L said Ty is a combo. As a combo, is dynamic scorer off the dribble, PNR, catch and shoot, can set up offense like Lonzo's connectivity, still pass off dribble or be scoring threat. Okay, Levert is fake news. Interesting. We're about to hit 70 likes. We're at 65. Still got 53 people watching. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. If you're on the replay as well, make sure to drop a comment. Subscribe and turn that notification bell up. Appreciate you guys 100%. You said I got Levert, RJ. Wait, what do you mean you got Levert? He said I got Levert, RJ, Cam, Julius Turner. Oh, this is your lineup. Levert, RJ, Cam, Julius Turner, D Rose, Grimes, Jabari Parker, Luka, Samanic, and Mitch for your bench.
I'm good.
I don't think we would have Turner, to be honest. I don't think we would have Turner and Mitch on the same team, to be honest. I think one of them would have to be gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, I don't know. So I don't want to give up quickly. I don't want to do any trade that gives up quickly. Like I'm a big Quickly fan, even though I'll take Desmond Bain over him, and I'll argue that to the death. But I don't want to give up quickly, especially if it's like some trade for like Miles Turner. Even though I really like Miles Turner, I'm putting Quickly in that trade.
You said, wait, repeat that last statement.
Even though I'm not putting Quickly in a trade for Miles Turner.
Oh yeah, me neither. I'm not giving up a lot for him. I'm sorry. I said
I'm
my trade
like
Nerlens
and Obi in like a first. That's the most.
and Obi or Mitch, Obi and Kemba for the filler. And that first round pick from 2022. That's the most I'm giving. I'll be honest. There's nothing more than I'm gonna give for that. Yeah, to be honest, there's not. Trading Mitch would be the dumbest move since drafting Obi. IQ is inconsistent shooting, but he needs to stay. I love Quickly, but Halliburton,
100%.
pack your bags.
Yeah, the Halliburton.
Yeah. But I don't think they would want him.
I'd pack it. Quickly. I'll drive quickly to goddamn Sacramento for Halliburton.
So you wouldn't even like look at Levert, but are you even like intrigued at all about him?
I mean, I'll look at him, but it's like, bro, no. I mean, you have to do your due diligence on everyone. That's being a good front office. You do your due diligence on everyone, but personally, no. I just don't see the point in that. Because like you have two wings now. Unless you're trying to go like super big, but like you can do the same thing with Burks, and at least Burks can play off the ball, and you can put him on the ball if you want. Levert's not much of an off-ball threat.
Yeah, I don't really understand. He's not a point guard either. Really, he's not. He's a shooting guard. I just don't think it would fit. I don't want it. I hope it's not anything. And apparently they said like a few picks. I'm not doing it. I would have liked Levert if we didn't trade for Reddish. I wouldn't want him in general, to be honest. Even though I'm a fan of him, I just think his time, like he's still a good scorer, but those injuries and all that, I'm not really trying to do that. Just like the injury said, he's injury prone. Tata is a good point guard. He's the best PG in the draft. Doesn't over dribble or play undisciplined. He can run P&R and defensively moves well and prevents long rebounds. Is there really a lot of Ethan? From what you know, what are the best point guards in this draft?
In this draft?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I literally haven't done ish on this draft except for like the top 5. Probably like Ty Washington and Kennedy Chandler. I think.
That's why I was asking because he's.
I like JD Davison. My bad. I like JD Davison, but if I'm a dude who's drafting JD Davison, I'm not playing him his first year or like maybe even his second. That's my developmental dude.
Okay. Getting Brunson, Zion, and Cat without giving up RJ or Cam is my goal this offseason. Not me, front office. Okay. Stop. That wasn't the video. President Drew Holiday ain't going anywhere unless it's for an upgrade. Okay. I don't know. I don't think there's any much other trade talk for the Knicks, to be honest, that I've seen. I've seen Karis LeVert, Cam Reddish one. Obviously, we just completed, but that was a rumor. The Jalen Brunson one, they said they're keeping an eye on him. Miles Turner, of course, the same thing. Karis LeVert is a new one I've seen. I haven't really seen much trade talk, but I have heard that they are gonna still look into moving assets, whether it's Alec Burks, Evan Fournier. I don't know if they trade Obi. They might get some more vets, but you know, there has to be a certain person that gets traded so we can give Cam minutes when he comes back. Like I said, I think Grimes is gonna get some of his minutes taken away. Most likely a good amount of them, which I'm perfectly fine with. Um, Grimes minutes. Some Alec Burks is not gonna be playing 30 plus minutes. I think some of that is gonna be taken away as well. But I do think sooner enough you might see him in the starting lineup when he comes back to play. Dream Team, LOL. Talking about the Dream Team. I think they will end up trading for a center or PG. Other than those two positions were fine in my opinion. I wouldn't mind Grant. Yeah, I think that's why I said PG and center and nothing else, because I really don't think there's any other position we should really trade for, if I'm being honest. Best passer slash vision, Taron Armstrong. Okay. Problem is that he plays combo guard more because Severe Wheeler runs the PG and Calipari really loves him. How his energy impacts the team. What about Kobe White? So I've heard some talk about Kobe White. Some fans want him. I don't know. I don't know what would be the point of getting him. He's like him and IQ are kind of similar players, to be honest. Ethan, would you agree with that? I think him and IQ are similar. Kobe
Yeah,
White.
bro. Like I don't. Bro, IQ is better than Kobe White right now.
Yeah, they're both pretty similar, to
They're
be honest.
redundant.
Yeah, there's no point of getting him. Fournier is definitely a Carlisle type player. Okay, Bodega is trying to ship him away. I see that. Okay. What else he said? Coach Calipari. Coach Carlisle prefers international hockey players. He hated DSJ and Harrison Barnes. Did you say Jeremy Grant? That's what someone said, but I don't think. Oh yeah. Oh no, I did forget. Jeremy Grant is another one as well. We talked about him last stream, but I don't think we're gonna go for him. If I'm being honest, I really don't. Um, did you say Dennis Schroeder? I didn't hear Dennis Schroeder linked to us as well. I didn't. Is there any reports about that? Why would we get Kobe White? Yeah, exactly. Dribble salute. I don't know if you're new. All I ask is to subscribe if you are. Don't need Grant now. Cal Baptist, you are a legend. If we get rid of Kemba, I'd definitely take Kobe White. I don't see the point, because the reason to get rid of Kemba is for someone else to get that roster spot within the team already, in my opinion.
Bro, Kobe White literally does nothing that IQ doesn't give you.
Trevor
I'd rather
Keels
just
from
play
Duke.
IQ 30 minutes a game than like 5 goddamn minutes. Like break that up with Kobe White.
Oh, he's a Tar Heels fan, and I like Kobe White. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't hate Kobe White. I'm actually like cool on him. Like he's decent. Like I'm cool with watching him play. I thought he was gonna be decent out of the draft, but I just don't think having him and IQ would really make too much sense. If I'm being honest. Jordan Poole's okay. Jordan Poole, I see. Kobe Sticks. Trevor Keels from Duke. I heard Trevor Keels is pretty decent too. I think they're gonna have a few first round picks this year's draft. Him, AJ Griffin might go first round. Most likely. Pablo Benchero. How do you feel about Mo Bamba? We talked about this a little earlier. I like Mo Bamba. I don't know if I would particularly give a first rounder for him. I think a team like OKC, to be honest, is a team that should take him. Give a first rounder for him, because they don't really have a big, and I think that's one of the positions they're really weak in. So if I'm the OKC Thunder, I trade the first round pick for Mo Bamba, and I take a chance on him. I don't know. A lot of Knicks fans like him because he is from Harlem, or the Bronx. I don't know. Apparently I'm pretty sure he's from Harlem, but a lot of people like him because he's from New York. They like that he can be that center that can actually stretch the floor and shoot some threes. but I don't think it's the best thing for us to do to trade a first round pick for him. To be honest, I'd rather do that for Miles Turner. If I'm being honest, salute to
Yeah,
Naruto, Goku salute. How about a trade for Turner and Brogdon? You wouldn't be able to trade for Brogdon unless it's the end of the year. You gotta wait for after. Um, Kemba injuries and lack of availability ruins our chemistry. To a certain degree, it does. Rokas is playing fantastic for Barcelona.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard about that too. I heard that. Kobe White is taking a back seat to Caruso, but is getting PT because he's hurt now. Doesn't make him corny. Stop it. Yeah, no, I know he's not. He's not bad. Um, Rokas was a great pick. I don't know if we're gonna even see Rokas play. To be honest, like, do people actually think we're gonna see him play? Rokas ain't it. Yeah, I don't know if we're really gonna see him play. To be honest, I really don't know. But enough with the trade thing because I'm about to head out in a little. But the last thing we're going to talk about, we are going to play the Hawks tomorrow, Saturday. What time are we playing? I think it's at 7:30. Check. We play the Hawks at 7:30 tomorrow. Kevin Knox is out. Cam Reddish isn't going to play either. He's going to be on the sidelines. But we played the Hawks. I'm pretty sure they're playing right now actually against the Heat. And let me see who's playing right now. So Capella is out today for them. What's his name just came back. DeAndre Hunter just came back. He's in the starting lineup again. He was off the bench the game before. My bad voice crack. The bench before. Kevin Horter is day to day. He hasn't played yet in this game. This game just started, but he's day to day. I'm pretty sure Onyeka might be out again, and I think Jalen Johnson is out.
He's available.
He is available?
Yeah, Onyeka. I think so.
All right, then he's available too. But that is the main thing for that. Capella might not play tomorrow as well. That's what I'm hearing most likely. That's what I read about earlier on. He might not play tomorrow, which would be big for us because other than him, they have Gorgie Dane and Okongwu, who are short guys, nothing crazy. So that should be an advantage for us. And they're playing off of back-to-back, so that should be a win for us. I really do think that we could get this win, make it 3 in a row. Go in the paint a lot. Their defense isn't really the best. They've been lacking defense this whole entire season. DeAndre Hunter did just come back. It's going to be a good matchup for RJ, but at the same time, he did just come back for injury. John Collins has been playing better defense, not the best, but he's been still playing better defense than last year. Bogdan just came back as well from injury, so this is going to be an interesting game. I really do think we should extend this lead, go one game over 500 before the tough games come on. And, attack Trae Young. Let Trae Young be the only person that really goes off, because you can't really truly stop that. What do you think, Ethan?
Defensively, I think we'll be fine, especially without Capella there, because I think we'll be fine on the glass. Bogey's gonna hit some stupid shots. Same thing with Herter, but it's whatever at this point. I don't think Hunter's gonna have a big game offensively.
Me neither.
He really does. RJ needs to get 25 tomorrow because he's matching up against a 6'9" lofty wing who's drafted right after him. He needs to perform.
He dunked on him already, which is funny. His rookie year.
RJ?
Yeah, in his rookie year.
Yeah, I really don't give a crap. Just perform, bro. Yeah, he dunked on him, but he had 9 points that game.
Did he?
Yeah.
Let me see. He actually does pretty well against the Hawks, though.
Yeah, but like in the playoffs, I just felt like Kuminga shut him. I just thought, not Kuminga. I just saw Hunter shut him down too much times.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I think he played pretty good defense, but he's a good defender. That is his main thing. Salute to John Talento in the chat. What's good? I'm loving this game trade. Me too. But yeah, I think RJ. I'm be honest, like I said, I think RJ is gonna have. He's gonna be consistent. I think he's gonna continue playing and performing well, and I think that's a bright spot for us. I hope Randall attacks because if I'm being honest, there's not too many people that can guard him on that team whatsoever. They might put DeAndre Hunter on him sometimes, but we really have to see for that to happen. But I agree with you. I think we should win this game. Do you think we win this game? I didn't hear what you said about that part.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, so that's the main thing about it. We win this game. Then we go to the Hornets and Timberwolves. We're going to talk about that later on. Shout out to my guy Guillermo in the chat. He says salute, hit them likes and subscribe. Yeah, and all that good stuff. Make sure to smash that like button, turn that notification bell on, and subscribe. Set easy win. Mario Hezonja and Nikolai Mirotic are superstars in EuroLeague. Rokas might be able to be a backup PG, but he's going to be 22 next season. Luka was 17 for part of his MVP season. I do remember that. The Hawks are down right now by like 11, I think. They're down by 12.
Mirotic. I like Mirotic.
Yeah, I like Mirotic too. This dude Max Struss is 3 for 3 from 3, of course.
Bro, I have it on my fantasy team is carrying right now.
Bro, 5 minutes into the game, Max Struss got 9 points, 3 for 3 from 3. Nice. But that's basically it for today, to be honest.
He had that in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, that. Whatever. He's doing it. He's going off 5-0 versus Hawks in regular season. Yeah, we beat them last time too when we were missing players.
I mean, to be fair, we were gonna lose that last game with Trae Young and inspiration ankle.
No, I'm talking about this season. We played them this season already, and we beat them.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you guys for being here. Shout out to Ethan for being on this whole entire time. I appreciate you, my guy. Of course,
Yeah,
you already know. Shout out to everyone that's been watching. We had like 60 people. I appreciate you guys. 72 likes. If you guys haven't already, let's try to hit 80. Trying to get up there. But we hit 300. Let me see what the amount is. We hit 305 subs this stream. So shout out to you guys 100%. Shout out to everyone that's going to watch. People that are watching right now, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. I'll catch you guys. The game is tomorrow. I'll most likely be on Sunday. I'll probably stream on Sunday or Monday before the next game. You'll definitely see me there. Shout out to my guy Diego in the chat. I see you. It's a HadukenSharon upload day. Salute. This dude is such a troll, bro. Yo, this is Diego. Yeah, but shout out to you guys all in the chat. You see Zion saying he wants a PG like IQ back in 2017. Yeah, we saw that earlier. We talked about it. But I appreciate you guys for being here. Shout out to all of you. I'll catch you guys next time. Just make sure to have your notification bell on. You'll catch me. But peace out. Let's see, let me end it.